morning, students. In previous class, we have seen Geography 5th lesson, India, Population, Transport, Communication and Trade. In that lesson, we discussed population. What is population? The total number of people residing in a country at a specific period of time is called the population of that country. Then we discussed census. Then we discuss distribution and density of population. What is distribution of population? The term distribution of population refers to the way of people are spaced over the earth's surface. The distribution of population in India is quite uneven because of the vast variation in the availability of resources. Then we discussed density of population. What is density of population? It is expressed as the number of people per square kilometer is called as the density of population. Then last we discussed population growth and change. Today class we are going to see migration. What is migration? Migration means moving from one place to another place. Who move the movement of people across the region and territories are known as migration of people. How they divided the migration? Migration, it can be divided into two: internal migration and international migration. What is internal migration? Internal means within the country. Within a country is an internal migration. International migration means between the countries. So, international migration, within the country they migrated. So, international migration does not change the size of population of a country, but its influence the distribution of population in a nation. It plays an important role in changing the composition and the distribution of population. In India, people migrated generally from rural to urban areas. There are various factors because of facilities. What are the various factors? That may be divided into two: the push factor and pull factors. What is push factor? Since they are not able to get employment opportunity, there is unemployment and underemployment. What is unemployment? Unemployment means they are not able to get any job. Underemployment means they may get job, but they are not paying properly to their work because of the people migrated from rural to urban areas. But in international migration, the same population will vary. The people from other country coming India, people from our country going to other countries. So there will be decrease and increase in population. So this is called as the international migration. Next we are going to see population composition. How can we categorize the population, the composition? Population based on age, sex, material status, caste, religion, language, education, occupation, etc. The first one is age composition. How we categorize the people living in India? Either below 15 years of age, how many number of the people living in India? Below 15 years of age, it is almost 29.5% of people living in India will fall under the 15 years of age. Then 16 to 59 years is called as the workforce of the country. So what is the percentage? 62.5% of the people are fall under the age of 15 to 59 years and above 60 years of age only 8%. Based on age, we divided the population. Next one is sex ratio. What is sex ratio? Sex ratio is nothing but number of females per 1000 males is determined as the sex ratio. According to 2011 census, the sex ratio of the country is 940 females per 1000 males. But in the state of Kerala and the Union Territories of Puducherry, the sex ratio is greater than 1000. It is 1084 in Kerala and 1038 in Puducherry. The lowest sex ratio is recorded in the Union Territory of Daman and Diu, only 618. Then we are going to see literacy rate. What is literacy? What is literate? One is able to read and write, known as literate. The people who are able to read and write, all them literates. The percentage of literate people to the total population is termed as the literacy rate. India's literacy rate as per the 2011 census is 74.04%. Out of this, 82.14% of males and 64.46% of females. When we see about literacy rate, out of 74.04, more amount of male considered to be literates compared to the female. That is the reason why we are giving more importance to women's education and children education in India. Kerala ranks first in the country with the literacy rate of 93.91%, followed by Union Territories Lakshadweep with 92.28%. Bihar is the lowest literacy rate, 63.82% of India. Kerala stand first in the literacy rate and Bihar stand the lowest literacy rate. Next we are going to see composition of population. We'll see about the occupational structure. Based on the occupation, divided into main workers, marginal workers, non-workers. Main workers is nothing but at least 6 months, 183 days if they are worked, called as the main workers. Next one is marginal workers. They are worked only less than 6 months. They are called as the marginal workers. The next group is non-workers. A person who does not work is called as the non-workers. The next we are going to see population dynamics. It is a field that track factors related to change in the size of population and characteristic. The size of population and characterized undergoes changes constantly. Then there is increase in population affect Indian economic activity, social activity, cultural activity, then environmental activity, and also natural resources depleted. Biodiversity is affected. Land, water, everything is polluted. This is based on population dynamics. Next, we are going to see the last one, problem of overpopulation. Overpopulation leads to social problem, cultural problems, political problems, environmental problems. Some of the major problems by overpopulation in our country are overcrowding, unemployment problem, underemployment problem, low standard of living, malnutrition, unhealthy environment. These are all factors when we faced overpopulation. Next we are going to see urbanization. What does mean by urbanization? The process of society transformation from rural to urban is known as urbanization. Urbanization means population shift from rural to urban areas. The decrease in the proportion of people in living in rural areas and the way in which society adapt to these changes. Urbanization in India. Next, we are going to see urbanization in India. The level of urbanization is measured in terms of percentage of urban population. The percentage of urban population of India in the year 2001 is 27.82 percentage, and it increased in the year 2011 is 31.16 percentage. So it shows an increase of how many percentage? 3 percentage in a decade. Decade means 10 years. Goa is the most urbanized states with a 62.17 percentage of urban population. Himachal Pradesh is the least urbanized state with 10.004 percentage of urban population. Among the union territories, Delhi is most 97.50 percentage urbanized region. Then followed by the Chandigarh 97.25 percentage. Tamil Nadu continues to be the second most urbanized states with 48.4 percentage of urban population, followed by the states of Kerala, Maharashtra. Then we are going to see what are the impact of urbanization. What are all the impact of the urbanization? Population and urbanization concentration go hand in hand and are also closely related to each other. Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, these all are the urban population. What are the major problems faced of urbanization? Major problem of urbanization. It creates urban sprawl. That means that is a rural place, not be any sort of development. It makes overcrowding in urban centers. It congested, crowded, shortage of house will be there. That is the reason density of population is very high. So it leads to the formation of slums. It increases the traffic congestion in cities, the water scarcity problems in cities, and also drainage problem. Then it increases the rate of crimes. Population lesson got over. Next class we will discuss lesson number 6, geography, physical geography of Tamil Nadu, location and size, boundaries and neighbors, administrative division, physiographic division, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, Nilgiri Hills, Anaimalai, Palani Hills, Cardamom Hills, Varasanadu and Andipatti Hills, Podigai Hills, Mahendragiri Hills. Then Eastern Ghats, Jabad Hills, Kalrain Hills, Shevrain Hills, Kolli Hills, and Pachaimalai Hills. Then we will discuss plateaus. Today class what we learned today class we learned migration. What is the meaning of migration? What does mean by migration? It is the movement of people across the region and territories. It's called as a migration. How they are dividing the migration? Migration can be divided into two. What are the internal migration and international migration? What is internal migration? Internal migration means within a country. People moving within a country. International migration between the countries. Then we discussed population composition. Then age composition, sex ratio, literacy rate. What is literacy rate? The people who are able to read and write are known as literates. So it is an important indicator of quality of people. The percentage of literate people to the population is termed as the literacy rate. Then we discussed occupational structure. Then we discussed population dynamics, problems of overpopulation. Then we discussed Urbanization. What is urbanization? The process of society transformation from rural to urban is known as urbanization. Urbanization in India. What are the impact of urbanization? Please note on the assignment. Today assignment. Detail. What is urbanization? Explain its problem. Thank you, students.